Yeah, we're live on Twitch where it matters.
Ah, well, this is what people want. You're welcome, people. That was important. You needed to know that.
Everyone needs to know about that.
Anyways, welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. This is a live streaming video podcast
Clearly.
by Star Wars fans, for Star Wars fans, very fucking live. Today we're going to be continuing our episodic review with Star Wars Skeleton Crew, Season 1, Episode 6, Zero... Oh, god damn it, I fucking covered it. Zero Friends Again. Yep. I actually thought I was going to get through it just fine this time.
Nope.
No,
but you know what? That's
not.
okay. It's
That's
expected on this show.
It really is. It's real, people. It's
It's really something.
yeah, it is.
So, what are your initial thoughts of this episode?
It's so fucking disappointing. Like this, I feel like this shouldn't be episode 6. This should have been like episode 3 or 4 at the latest. Like we actually get some real turmoil between the children. But yeah, whatever. It's just, let's see. Like it was pretty much the opening was the Goonies, except they land in snow instead of water.
Yeah, so it's just so aggravating to me because ultimately, if you're going to copy something, you need to make it better than that something you're copying. Otherwise, there's no reason for it because all we're going to do is not think about what we're watching and think about the better version, the original. And then compare and contrast how shitty this is compared to the original. And that's exactly what happened in the so obvious ripoff of Goonies. And this entire show is a ripoff of Goonies. We've been talking about it since the very first episode. It's just so aggravating that it's so blatant. They're not even trying to hide it at all. They're just like, we're doing our best, but we're just not going to be good as that thing from the 80s that everyone heralds as a wonderful children's show that didn't talk down to you, but we're going to talk down to you.
Yeah.
That's the
significantly. Like, I'm just waiting for Sloth to show up. Like, there has to be a Sloth, right?
Yeah. Well, I think Sloth was the crab from Moana who showed up.
Fucking God.
I was waiting for that song to start. Shiny. I don't know the lyrics, but I know the shiny part.
Yeah.
It would have been dope as fuck if we had the shiny song.
I'm just so mad because it's like you gave us a kaiju and then just kidding.
Thing is like I like the sculpt. I like the fact that it was all shot like the Rancor was shot. I like the tiny little details on it. There's a little R2-D2 and a little C-3PO, and there's a little Arabesh of the people who manufactured it, written on the back and stuff. I love little things like that. And I actually enjoyed seeing the monsters and the little crab people and stuff. I thought that was fun. I didn't like the pulling the condom off the ship.
Yeah.
Weird choice.
It was very, very stupid. Like, it was cool. It looked cool. I'll give him that. And, admittedly, I was pretty baked by that point. But, yeah, that was just a weird fucking decision.
Dude, I was just like, finally, there's consequences. Like, this is going to turn around. We had a little bit of an emotional resonance. We're going to see some consequence. Maybe at the very end of this series, they're finally going to give what every story needs. And no. They literally just pulled the condom off, and that was it.
Yep. Like, oh, you better not press that button that you were told in the beginning not to press.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
Save you.
Yeah. Fucking so goddamn stupid. And then it begs to question like the layout of the fucking ship.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
None of it made any sense. Why would you have a ship nestled like a Russian doll inside of another ship?
I mean, the Ghost.
What?
Rebels.
No, they had a separate ship. That wasn't like
it was sort of inside of it, kind of.
It was.
I'm trying. Belly. I'm really trying to.
It was the balls of the ship.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. I thought the design of the brand new ship that was buried inside of the other ship was cool, but why didn't you just use that ship? Why?
Yeah.
The whole reason why we had this ship was so that they could tear the outer layer off in this episode, and everyone could go like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing!" The whole time, the old pirate owned the ship was just so that he could at one time pull the condom off and then get away free in case there was a big kaiju chomping on it. Like
it wasn't even the fucking kaiju that was chomping on it. It was a goddamn incinerator, I guess.
Oh yeah, it was the incinerator.
That's what pissed me off more than anything. It's like,
it was the
seriously,
easy bake oven.
You're gonna give me a kaiju and then it just is gone all of a sudden. And now for no reason, here's a smelting bot thing. Yeah.
Such strange fucking choices in this show that make zero sense to me. So we start where we left off with fuckhead, I can't remember his name. He's just bland human male, caught by the pirates because he's like coming out looking like fucking ice, vanilla ice in like the 90s. Totally caught by Urkel from the 90s.
Dude, fucking Dark Urkel, man. That voice.
I can't take it.
Somebody should have told him that's a bad choice.
Yeah. Everything about him is a bad choice.
Yeah.
Everything. He's typecast to hell, and there's nothing he can do about it. He was just like, he had a good run for a very long time, and now he just needs to stop. Just move the fuck on. In any case, the pirates take him away, and so then X-Wings go after the pirate ships, but it's okay because they still get away somehow. And the kids...
I don't understand that. Like, those fucking X-Wings buzzed that platform. You hear shots, but you don't see shit.
You even saw the ships take hits and like seem to go down, and yet they still cut to the scene where they were all on the big ship.
Yeah, I don't understand the logic behind any of this. And it's like the X-Wing pilots are extremely good and accurate at fucking killing motherfuckers. That's why they won. So trying to go after some slow fucking ships that haven't
Talent's gone downhill since the Empire fell.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense.
This isn't X-Wing territory like Rogue Squadron or anything. This is like Outer Rim, like TK-421 X-Wing pilot.
I can see that.
Why aren't you at your post? I'm shooting people. Really fucking dumb. So the kids see the pirates and they're like, "Oh, the X-Wings are the good guys. Oh, I never would have fucking figured that out if the owl didn't tell us." And so they are like fighting amongst the 4 children in a dumpster of the pleasure planet, the reformed pleasure planet. And they're like, we can go up the sheer cliff to get to the platform because we can see the ass of our ship, the condom of our ship hanging out over the edge, or we could go play with some crabs. And they literally argued about it, and they like lost friendship over it.
Yeah, I don't understand like why they split. I mean, of course I guess there's a reason later on that's just stupid as fuck. But it's like, why did Neil go with her? He's never shown allegiance to her at all.
Yeah. He's just a sub, and she's a dom.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
He's a beta. She's an alpha. She said, "Come," and he said, "Yes, ma'am."
I just did.
I mean, it was just... And not only that, the whole emotional resonance aspect of this episode was a human-android hybrid was afraid to tell her best friend that she couldn't do everything a human could do.
Which immediately changed.
Yeah, which...
Like 5 seconds later.
Seconds later, it was just like... I just don't... I don't understand. One, how the best friend... I was a child once. I had friends that were not capable of doing things I could do, and I could, not do things that they could do.
Yeah.
You just
That's
communicate
reality.
with each other. That's normal. Like it's not a special situation where you have to like ease it into conversation between bites of like Little Caesars.
Mhm.
I mean, you just like, hey, no, I can't do that. I would like to. I want to try. I'll give it a go, but I'm afraid I might not do it. But no, instead she's like, I have to tell you something. Okay, well, tell me. No, I'm not
Yeah,
going to
that
tell
shit.
you.
God, it's like, we need to talk, but you're not listening. Motherfucker, you're not even talking.
Oh my gosh. And then she talks to the boy who shows her like a little bit of compassion. And then they literally go through and like make silver bullets together, like in the sand with no error. It's all
Oh,
perfect.
my arms are going out.
Yeah.
Beep, boop, beep. And it's like, no, you've got a cybernetic implant on your fucking head. Like, you don't just carry around like a fucking fuse with you. Like, I drive a fucking scooter. It's a GY6. It is a Chinese piece of shit that is held together with zip ties, electrical tape, and dreams. I always carry around at least 10 or 15 fuses with me just in case. And that's not going to end my life if that fuse pops. That's just going to be very, mildly inconvenient for me. Like, she's going to die if this fuse or whatever breaks, even though you can take it out for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just
so
really
dumb.
lucky that they were in a dumpster instead of like a desert.
Yeah.
Because then she'd really be fucked.
Right.
It's just the stupidest fucking setup ever. And then, like, she never even communicated anything at all until it was already resolved through the other friend. And then she's like, you're my best friend. You're my best friend. You still didn't fucking say anything about it.
Yeah.
It's so aggravating to me. Why? There's no universe where kids are this fucking stupid. It doesn't exist.
I really hope not.
Even in a galaxy far, far away, it only exists in Disney's fucked up view of what kids are like or what kids will like to watch. And it's not, I would guarantee it's not even fucking kids watching this. It's a Disney adults who are watching this. And they're just like jerking
Disney
off.
adults.
Like, that's what I'm going to be like as a kid. Ooh, I can't wait to be a kid again. Someday I'm going to go to Disneyland and be a little kid in the teacups. Ooh, yeah.
Yep. With the power of friendship. Huzzah. Yeah. No, that's really all I can think at this point. It's just like fucking Willow. Like, and it reminds me so much of Willow. It's specifically this episode. It was like you could have superimposed like those characters from, either show. It would have been interchangeable.
Yeah.
Just minus it didn't have the really stupid music.
I was trying to read Chris's comment. Not that I love it, but I tried to defend this show. The kids arguing so lame in this episode did me in. The kids in Goonies cursed and gave each other shit, which is normal.
Yeah, like they spoke like fucking kids.
Like that's
the shit I don't understand. It's like, how have we devolved so fucking much in the past 40 years? Like, what the fuck? That's not how kids talk. That's not how kids act.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the authority. I don't have kids. I'm fucking old. But still.
I'm finding myself censoring myself because I know that this episode will be fucking struck with copyright, or not copyright strikes, but with advertising strikes. If I say what I really want to fucking say. It's so aggravating. Like doing this stupid show makes me hate this stupid show. Fuck. Then we cut to Chode. We cut to Chode up in pirate ship number 9, and they're like sentencing him. And then one lady's like, doesn't he get equal speaking time? And dude's just like, oh yeah, I have this hourglass of goo next to me.
Yeah.
It's actually a collection of my sperm for the last 37 years.
Yeah, no, it was plasma. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Because that's how plasma works.
Yeah. And so they're like, yeah, as soon as this plasma runs out, you have to shut up, Chode. And Chode was like, okay, I'm tired. Are you guys tired? Is it nap time? Because I'm tired of trying to find money. And I don't have to find money anymore because I just found it. And the real reason is like, no, you're going to die. That's why you don't have to find it anymore, dumbass. It's like, if all of you want to find your ultimate dreams, this is like the worst pyramid scheme pitch ever.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
He's just like, if you can get 7 of your friends and 7 of their friends can get 7 of their friends, we're going to be fucking rich.
Yeah.
Hook it up. Amway.
You can have your farm. You can grow glowweed, which I'm like, all right.
He's like, I wonder what that tastes like.
Let's find out about this now.
Let's not shut down the glowweed yet.
Like, unfortunately, this was canonical with Disney. Like, that's in the High Republic novels, that's how the pirates acted. You know, they're all, oh, I'm scary, I'm a pirate, but we've got rules. So it's just like, oh,
and
cool.
It's fine. I mean,
they're introducing it.
Yeah, they did it with Pirates of the Caribbean 2. You know, the parlay, the right of parlay. I mean, they
curse the man who came up with parlay. I think it was the French. Yeah.
If I was a pirate, like a lawless marauder, and someone was like, I invoke the right to parlay, I just cut their head off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
like,
especially because these motherfuckers have already kicked Homeboy out of their club before.
He was in prison.
Yeah, like
at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, just kill him. Why are you bringing him back? Like, fuck.
And so then he convinces everyone with the one yellow credit he has left, which I don't know how he has any left, but okay. And he's like, I know where they make this. We can make as much as we want, and we will never want again. And everyone's like, fuck yeah, dude. Let's do that. And then the werewolf guy was just like, look, if you're wrong, you're going to go out the airlock like we were going to do just a minute ago. And that was the whole thing. It was like the most easiest convincing ever.
Yeah, I like really, really trying to convince myself to like the werewolf dude because the character looks great. Yeah. He's menacing and shit, but God, he's a bitch.
I did like that line that Chode said. He was like, he's great first mate. Not so much Captain.
That was kind of funny.
Paraphrasing, but that was the vibe I got of it. And I was just like, yeah, he does very much seem like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing because you're still alive.
Yeah, definitely.
You fucking idiot. So, and then we cut back to the kids, and the ones that were climbing the massive cliff with the kid who is lucky if he could, walk a quarter mile without wheezing like James Gandolfini.
Yeah.
Like straps a rope around his chest, and the girl is just supposed to carry him?
I mean, she did, I guess.
It was like completely loose. He was like, thank you so much. This helps so much. It's like that idea of like, you have a sled dog and you're like, you're going to pull me. Except she wasn't pulling him. He was still doing it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't make any fucking sense.
And then they get up there. The ship, for no reason, is now being carried down to the dumpster area. I don't know why you wouldn't just like take over the ship, like claim it, put it in impound so they have to buy it out, something. But they're like, no, fuck it, throw it in the garbage. And so they have these 4 ships taking the kids' ship, and the kids are like, how am I going to get to the ship? I'm going to jump off the fucking cliff. And then they jump off the cliff, and there's just a handy-dandy hand controller, like a fucking on top of the ship that they just control the ship with. How convenient that there's
it makes sense, because why wouldn't you have a joystick and just, full control setup on the outside of a fucking spaceship?
Yeah. It's
makes
like
perfect
the
sense.
normal thing to do.
Yeah. Because,
in case.
Yeah, you go out for a smoke. You're in the vacuum of space, and it's like, shit, I locked the door. I better get back somewhere. It just makes perfect sense.
That's a great scenario, though. fuck, I locked the door. I just had to pee in space and see what happened. Oh, man. So she pilots...
As stupid as that is, that's something like I'd probably do.
Yeah, it would have to like pee in a tube and then seal off your end and then unleash the tube liquid and just watch it turn to ice, urine ice, and float away.
Right.
That'd be cool. I'd probably grab and throw it at people.
Yeah.
Stop throwing your pee at me. Talk to you about that.
Yeah.
So she crash lands it, but it's okay because nothing ever happens to anyone in this show.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just sort of brushes herself off. And then they are all drawn over to the massive kaiju, which was dope as fuck looking, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looked great.
And I love the little tiny crabs that are just like, food.
The little Dio hermit crabs.
Yeah, they're just like mimicking just for survival purposes. Like, I kind of dig that. Because they seem like they're part droid, even though I have no way of knowing whether they are or not. They just acted like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the idea that they're leading these kids to food, like to feed their mother crab, whatever it is. I thought that was kind of cool. But it doesn't matter because the kids, all they got to do is just fucking run away. And then they run away and there's threats gone. Again, 0 consequences. And then they see their ship being eaten by the big Easy Bake Oven. And they're like, let's just take the condom off. Fly it away.
Yeah.
No consequence. No problems. No one's ever in any real danger.
Nope. Now it's a nice, streamlined, beautiful ship.
So we're literally at the exact same spot we were at the end of last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has changed.
Nope. I mean, that is the hallmark of this show. This is just dumb. There's nothing more to say about it. It's just dumb.
And there was like that one opera creature from Last Jedi casino place. It was like all, and it's like called out on StarWars.com. Look at the alien. It was last in the Last Jedi. Like no one liked it there. Why do you think they're going to like it here?
Fucking remember that.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible. I hate that alien. The whole design is just a nightmare. And in any case, like that's the stuff they point out. The shit that everyone hates. And then they make kids act like no kids have ever acted in anything ever before. And we're supposed to like it because Bryce Dallas Howard, who is actually talented, directed it. And that's just not enough.
Wait, was this her episode?
This is one of them. She's done one before.
Oh, did she? I thought she only had the one. Well, I mean,
she did this.
Clearly doesn't fucking matter. Can't tell.
It just kills me. Like there's literally no reason to watch this except to like self-loathing maybe is a good reason to watch it. Like, oh, I wish I was a sassy pants child like this who clearly couldn't do anything but then is always safe and free. I mean, all the kids who are getting molested by their fucking parents or priests or teachers or bombed by America or fucking just murdered for no fucking reason in third world countries or they just don't have water or food. I bet all those kids are just like, I wish I was a Disney kid because then I could be happy again. Like, because they've never known any semblance of happy. The majority of all children on this planet have no idea how wonderful it would be to be in a misadventure like these kids where there's 0 consequences.
Right.
There's never any real danger. It's just so fucking stupid. And I hate myself for doing these reviews.
Yeah, I really kind of wish we had stuck with what we said. And it's like, those first few episodes were terrible. We shouldn't do this. And then of course it's like, well, but we've done everything else. Like it's so bad that the justifying or the thing I would use to justify it was like, well, we did Resistance. And I was like, at this fucking point, the last 2 shows were worse than Resistance.
Yeah.
Like at least that was fucking funny at times.
The worst part is like I know there's like craftsmen that are putting time into this, And there's people on set and the kids themselves, they're actors. They're not, they're not writing it. They're doing their jobs. And I don't want to shit on them for doing their jobs, whatever degree of work the people who are surrounding the show. It's just so poorly written. It's such a horrible facsimile of other shows. And there's just no reason for it to exist because there's nothing that actually happens in it. Like there's
Nope.
nothing that happens. The kids got into a spaceship, flew away, and they're just going to fly right back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be the fucking show.
Yep. And hopefully there's no other seasons. Because it's like, where else are they going to go?
Yeah.
Oh, they're back at Atten. Oh, now they found another ship. Whoopsie doopsie.
Oh, man. The completionist in Chris appreciates us. Thanks.
The completionist in me hates me.
Yeah. I just perpetually have self-hatred, so it's just growing.
Right. That's the thing. It's like we're
we're
both professionally we're artists, so of course we hate ourselves. Because what person in their right mind would do art for a fucking living?
If that I could.
It's like we shouldn't be adding fuel to the fire, but yet we do.
So this is written by Myung Joe Wessner, who should never pick up a fucking tablet or whatever he writes on a laptop again.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably Chat GPT.
I could see that.
What that person writes on.
I could see that. They just distill all of the other Disney cartoon shows with kids in it. And they're like, oh, this is how human children act. So it just pumps out this nonsense. It's horrible because you watch shows like E.T. and the kids in there were not as goofy and stupid as they are in this.
Mm-mm.
Like at all. The Explorers, not at all. There was actually danger and shit in that show. And this is ripping off part of that. Goonies, you guys were mentioning that, there's language and there's difficult situations and conflict with each other that lasts for more than 0.5 seconds.
Right.
I mean, there's just, I don't know. There's no human child that acts this way unless they're the result of helicopter parenting and a bubble. Like, that's the only outcome.
Yeah. I could definitely see that.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I mean, they are in quite literally a bubble.
Yeah.
At least until they left.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So fucking.
Yeah. I don't know. So I mean, I don't want to keep shitting on it. Nothing else really happened in this episode, so there's nothing else to really talk about. So
no.
I don't know. What did you have a favorite moment in this?
I mean, seeing the hermit crab kaiju was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish we could have actually, like, they didn't have to throw in the fucking the smelting machine bot, whatever the fuck it is. They could have just had the crab attack it.
Yep.
So I don't know.
You go to all the length of creating it and filming it. Why don't you use it?
Yeah.
So crazy. And they have this whole feature about it being crafted and stuff. And then they just throw it aside after, a couple minutes and focus on the Easy Bake Oven. Like, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah, I don't get it.
The choices this show makes are just so nonsensical.
Mm-hmm.
And Jodna Nawood. Give me a break. Jodna Nawood. What a stupid fucking name. This guy is just like as shitty as everyone else, and it's going to end up where he's going to get back to the Atten, which is another shitty fucking planet name. He's going to get to Atten, and the pirates are all going to be caught, and he's going to be caught too, but the kids are going to come in and stand in front of him like he was, hey, you guys. And then the parents are going to be like, oh, well, if the children like him, then he must be a good guy. And he's going to be like, I've turned over a new leaf.
Yep.
Ching.
I'm a Jedi now.
Yeah. I knew you were all along, Jod. Fuck off.
That's I would be extremely surprised if that's not how it played out.
Yeah. So predictable and so shitty. Just fuck.
They should have just made it the goddamn movie that they were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fucking broken record, but I think it would have been a tolerable movie.
Yeah, I think so.
Doesn't say palatable, probably not. But it would have been
tolerable.
Hour and a half, 2 hours. I could suffer through this.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked the crab too. That was the total highlight for me. I love seeing Craftsman's work. And then low part, did you have?
The rest of the fucking episode.
Least favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to like the droid girl's issue, but she never said anything. She's like, you don't ever listen to your point. You said this earlier. Mm-hmm. I'm just reiterating. But she never said anything. And she was given the opportunity multiple times. And then she just slowly started going down. But she could still fix everything, and it's okay. And fuck, man.
Right, it's like Homeboy didn't even really do anything except use a real-world fucking lighter, not a Star Wars lighter. Which, God, that pissed me off so fucking... Like, there's actually a note, because that's how pissed off about that I was. Like, that's the thing. Star Wars, you can use real-world things, but you have to Star Warsify them.
Yeah.
Like, for fuck's sake. And nope, that's just like a fucking crack torch. Cool. These kids just carry crack torches with them.
I mean, you never know when you're going to need some crack. Or find some crack.
That's true. I guess they're Boy Scouts.
Yeah, always be prepared. It's in the fucking mantra, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what are you looking for in next episode? What would make you happy? This is the penultimate, right?
Yes, sir. And I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know either. They have to get it at Atten because there has to be like a full episode of them struggling to free Nawad.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be. Like, that has to be the end of this. And then I can kill myself and be content.
Right. It's like, no more. I can't do anymore.
Oh, man. I just can't wait for Andor Season 2. Like, that's what I'm looking for.
April cannot come soon enough.
I just have a feeling it's going to breathe life back into me.
I fucking hope so, man. Unless they do a whole Season 3 of Mandalorian.
Didn't they already do that?
Well, no. Like, I'm saying,
I
like,
see what you're saying.
the equivalent. Like, then...
Yes.
At that point, it's like, why? Why even continue living?
Yeah. All right. Well, on that high note, thank you all so much for tuning into this action-packed review of Skeleton Crew Zero Friends Again. Yeah. Which makes no sense.
Right. It's like you probably just don't have friends because you're fucking annoying and you don't talk.
Oh, man. Thank you for tuning in, both live and chat or after I'm just going to read it. Or after the fact, we invite you to subscribe to this channel and click the bell to get notified about our next video. You can now support this channel through YouTube membership starting at 99 cents a month. Only 99 cents to listen to us bitch about Skeleton Crew.
But you get really cool emojis.
That's true. Consider picking up some of our custom designed Star Wars apparel, which neither of us are wearing.
I was going to, but then I remembered it was in the laundry. So
yeah,
you get a Tauntaun hoodie instead.
Oh, sweet. And you can always, follow the links in the description below to get those. Until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders, may the Force be with you.
I'll give you the entire Griffin Galaxy. No. You're going to counterfeit some money.
Griffin Galaxy. Yeah, they're totally going to do the shuffle next episode.
I'd be so surprised. It's got to happen.